Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video will be a workhorse update video, and if you watched our last video or the second to last video, we did a top 5 stocks to buy in October, and Workhorse was one of the stocks that we mentioned. So this is just like a quick update video. But before I get into the video, just a quick disclaimer. So we're not financial advisors, so don't buy a stock because we said to buy the stock, and make sure to do your own due diligence and do your own research before investing your money into that stock. But yeah, let's just get into the video. So first of all, what is Workhorse, or what does Workhorse do? So Workhorse is an EV company that specializes in EV delivery vans, and over the past 4 months, there have been a lot of price action in Workhorse. It's went up over 800% from like $3-4 back in June to now $25 in October. So there's been a lot of price action, and that's been mainly based on the upcoming USPS deal that we talked about in the last video. So Workhorse is one of the companies that's competing for a USPS deal, which is the United States Postal Service deal, to deliver up to 200,000 delivery van to the United States, or to USPS, and this deal is worth up to between $6 to $8 billion dollars. So you can imagine what that would do to a company. The revenue, the price action will go up insanely. So hence why there've been a lot of price action in the past 4 months. So the deal was expected to be announced on, well, a lot of people thought would know who gets the deal by September the 30th, but we're now in October the date
6
October the 6th.
yeah.
We haven't heard anything. So recently I think it went up to as high as $30, but people have been taking profit, so the stock prices kind of went down to $25, purely because of the fact that we haven't heard anything. It's been kind of silent from Workhorse and obviously from the USPS, so we're not too sure when we would expect news. I'd say by the end of the year personally, but yeah, we're not exactly too sure. And
Yeah, so we all know that people were talking about Workhorse being listed on the GSA, which is the General Services Administration website, and people saying that this listing on the GSA is because they've got the USPS deal. And although this could be true, but they are just speculations. However, we need to remember that, or if you didn't know, Workhorse did used to be like a chassis company. They used to deliver RVs to the government. So this could be a reason that Workhorse could be on the GSA website. They were involved in the government before. Therefore, this listing of Workhorse on the website doesn't mean that the USPS deal has gone through whatsoever. And until the news is official, we wouldn't know. No one knows. Maybe Workhorse knows, maybe USPS knows, but there hasn't been any official news yet. So, however, I do feel like Workhorse is still on the forefront of this USPS deal. I believe they'll get most of it, and this is because Ford have laid off a lot of their staff recently, and they're also in debt, and Workhorse have employed new staff, and you wouldn't employ new staff if you didn't need to produce more vehicles. So exactly. it just makes sense for Workhorse to employ the new staff if they have got a lot of this deal.
Yeah,
and
so
this
so it's just been good news over the past month or
Yeah.
so. It's just been good news towards the company. But
so you just have to put like 2 and 2 together, and
And so like you said, there's been a lot of speculation. So if you go on YouTube, you see a lot of speculation towards the GSA. Just a lot of people kind of getting evidence as to why they think Workhorse has got the deal. Because personally, I feel like the Workhorse themselves probably know they've got the deal, but it's just not been announced publicly. Because I feel like we can expect to hear if they've got it or not, probably sooner than later. Because currently the current USPS delivery vans are catching fire, like actually catching fire. So they're very old. So I think they were manufactured or like back in 19, so over like
we weren't even born then.
over like 20 years ago. So we weren't even born then when it was manufactured, so they're very old. So there's an urgent need to actually replace the delivery vans. Hence why I think we'll hear news sooner than later, because once the company knows who gets the deal, the sooner they can start production, because you're not going to start producing 200,000 van if you're not expecting 200,000 orders, sort of thing. So yeah, so that's why I think it will be sooner than later. I think you want to add to it.
Yeah, so we also got to remember the election's coming up, and as you can see, prior to election, Trump has COVID. You can see there's a bit of volatility. However, I feel like when the election does come, the market might dip a bit, but we need to remember that Trump and Biden are both pro EV, they're both pro electrical vehicles, and I feel like whatever happens, Workhorse and other electrical space in general will have full backing from the government, especially Workhorse if they do get the USPS deal, because they will be working with the government. So I feel like this will actually raise the price of Workhorse or cause the stock price to just climb up. Even if it has taken a hit recently, it might take another hit, but in the future, in the long term, the price, in my opinion, will just go up. So
So we've got shares of Workhorse. I've got like probably nearly 80 shares in Workhorse. I'm not. The price right now is $25, but I don't think we're gonna add to it. We're just gonna kind of hold right now and just see how the market plays out, and just keep updated and keep listening for when the USPS deal gets announced. Because like I said, I feel like it'll be sooner than later. So we just have to keep our ears open and just keep waiting. Because once that gets announced, then we could see a increase in the stock price, or if they don't get the deal, which I think is very unlikely, then obviously you see a decrease in the stock price, because like I said, a lot of the action in it has been purely based off this USPS deal, like 800% increase in 4 months. Do you know how crazy that is? If you'd put $4 back in June, you'd be on $25 right now. Then imagine if you bought like 1,000 shares, like how you'd be rich. Basically you'd have a lot of money. But yeah, so that was like a quick updates on Workhorse, and that's just it. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you've got any questions or if you just want to message us, we've got our socials linked down below, and you can also comment in the comment section down below. But yeah, that's the end of the video.